Hello Access, it's Nathan. I'm here in Montreal. I'm in IDOS Montreal. I'm here with Nick. He is the art and game director on Thief. Thief is very nearly ready for the world.
Yeah.
And since I came here last year to see the game, I played it for the first time today, and it seems to me like you guys, there's so much customization, so much taking care of the kind of the classic Thief fans. Can you talk to me a little bit just about whether that was a reaction to how people saw the game last year, or did you always plan to do that stuff?
It was really planned to do it. For sure the feedback from the fans and things were really confirmed the choice to really push it far, I think. Thief was always a PC game before, so it's kind of already part of the pillar of Thief about customization. And one of the goals was really to make sure that if someone want to play the game, a new gamer want to play the game and just want to explore the fantasy of being a master thief,
sure.
Follow the story and have some challenge, you can play the game on the easy mode. But frankly, Thief is a competitive game, and if you want to compete with yourself or other people on the leaderboard, I think it will really happen. And on that aspect, we wanted that the people add their own version of their game. They really want to have, if they don't want the reticle because they want to challenge themselves with the bow, they can get rid of it.
Yeah.
We have the classic mode options, so you can get rid of the focus mode.
It's a huge list of options, isn't it?
Frankly, we almost all feature can be almost turn on, turn off.
Yeah.
And on that side, it's really about making sure that we're gonna please the people about how they want to play the Thief fantasy.
And it must be frustrating when you see there's so much feedback on the internet. It's kind of, I don't like focus mode, or you know, it looks too easy. And you must be sitting here going, you can turn all that stuff off, you know?
Exactly, and for sure we cannot react too strongly to those feedback, and also we should not be affected too much also because we knew that the game was pretty tough. So when you read comments like that, you're like, okay, you'll see, dude. We'll invite you, and then you'll tell me again that it's going to be an easy game.
I saw it today. I've played it today, and it kicked my behind today. It's much tougher than I thought. Yeah.
Perfect.
And that's the other thing was, I think the people from looking at trailers, there's been a lot of discussion online about how strong the AI is and stuff like that. And today the AI seemed, you know, was dogged. You know, and can you talk to us about kind of optimizing that and kind of what experience you wanted to give people who are, say, playing through on, I don't know, fairly casual gamers playing through on medium difficulty? Can you give us a sense of how you know, what you wanted to do with the AI? How hard, how long does it track you for, you know? Can you give us kind of you must have been back and forth on the balancing of that stuff.
Yeah, we wanted it to be really organic at some point, you know, credible also. It was really important that it was credible. To have a guard in front of you, even though if you're in the shadow that don't see you, today it's really more difficult to accept those kind of elements.
Sure.
So on that aspect, the credibility of the AI was really important for us. After that, that you cannot also like predict too much what is going to happen. All those things, there's a lot of stimuli. It's not only one stimuli that will make him react. There's a lot of equation that will make them react. So on that side, it's really organic, like I said. And one of the goals was also to make sure that they will cooperate each other. Two guards can kind of go and see that one is disappeared and start to search for him. So it was not only like just isolated robot. And this was a pretty big challenge. We've worked on that till the last minute, and it was, I think, one of the great challenges of Thief to be credible on the AI aspect, and also to make sure that on both aspects of for the challenge, the people who want to be really challenged, and the people who want to have good fun in the game, we had to find that good balance.
And it's for the first time, I don't think it was in the original game, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've got different levels of AI, so there's guys with torches, and obviously that changes the dynamic of the game entirely because you can't just hide from them. And then I saw a captain, you were just showing me downstairs, the captain. So can you kind of explain to me how they work and how they change
the captain for sure will influence the AI around him. So the captain, the guards will be more motivated if they're there. They will be stronger.
Best behavior.
Exactly, they will behave better. If you kill the captain right in the beginning, or you get rid of him, you knock him, now the guards will be less coordinated. They will kind of lose their captain. So on that side, it's really something that is interesting. It's not outlined that big, but if you start to play the game and you explore, and then you realize that doing those actions will completely modify the AI sometimes.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was the combat. Again, before I came here, I read people saying the combat looks easy, and then I anything more than one-on-one, I was getting my ass kicked today. So, I mean, I guess just to reiterate that Garrett isn't a fighter, he's a thief.
He's not a fighter, he's not an assassin, he's really a thief.
And it's not a viable approach. You can't alert 3 guards and then expect to get away from that cleanly.
You can try.
Right.
I think you try. And some people start to get really good at combat. The goal of Thief is really about being more defensive. It's almost the philosophy of the hit and run if you're caught. And the main goal is to stay in the shadows, avoiding to be caught, to go and reach your goal.
Yeah.
And so we always wanted to avoid the jump in the street and come to fight. So on that side, but the game will allow you to use all the weapons if you need to get rid of some guards. And so it's really about making sure that you know what's coming in front of you, because if you jump in the courtyard like that and you jump in front of 2 guards, you'll have to restart your mission probably. Yeah. But it's all about that, but probably that some people will get really good at combat and then maybe they're gonna try another way to play the game. And what I like is that the game allows that.
My last question is about the DualShock 4. Again, it was the first time I played it today, and there's some really just smart stuff going on, especially with the touchpad. Can you just talk to us a little bit about, I mean, when you got the DualShocks in, were you like, oh man, this is, you know, we can use this for weapon selection, or how did that evolve?
Yeah, the first idea we had, I think you said, is it's the light gem. The light gem is so important in Thief that the feeling of am I in the shadow or not, it's one of the core mechanic. Yeah. And the feedback of the light gem on the controller is really strong, because we want the player to be natural when he's playing. We want him to feel it natural, not always looking in the left bottom of the screen to, am I hidden, am I not? Right, so this was really important. So we have 3 feedback on screen about am I in the shadow, plus the one on the controller. If you're in a dark room, you're really gonna feel it.
So the light bar goes from blue to, and then when you step into the light,
exactly, it go white. Exactly. After that, for the we have a really good UI for the menu to go select your weapons and things like that. But if you do it with the touchpad, it's something that came lately, and it's really fun, it's really interesting, it's really intuitive. And after that, it depends on the players, because we have the option to do both.
Yeah, and my last question, how do you, when you play the game, are you an aggressive player, or are you ghost? I mean, I found myself today, every time I was seen, I wasn't really good enough to do this either, but I was restarting because I was just, I love the cleanliness of getting through the level without being seen. How do you play the game?
I'm playing really Ghost, but when you used to replay the game and replay the mission, it's what I like. I still feel completely challenged, and now I'm really about knocking the people, and then after that, kind of taking my time to loot everything. So I really like that kind of things, but it's not that easy to do. So it depends. If I feel like that the situation will be too coarse, I'll really avoid the confrontation.
Amazing. Well, Thief is out. Can you tell us when Thief is out in Europe?
It's the 28th of February.
Magic.
And we're excited.
Yeah, and so should we all be. Don't forget to subscribe, youtube.com/PlayStation Access. Nick, thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.